Good morning. Welcome to CAMLOOK, your daily dose of the Cincinnati Art Museum. At 10 o'clock each weekday, a staff member or volunteer will be here to share an object from our collection, so join us for each new conversation. My name is Betty, and I'm a museum docent. When archaeologists excavate a site, they aren't looking for valuable treasure, but rather for a better understanding of past human life and customs. So today I want to share another of our ancient artifacts. This one made up of small pieces of broken pottery called crater fragment with presentation of Helen to Paris. Yes, this is the Helen of Troy, the most beautiful woman in the world. Homer wrote about her. No wonder the Trojans and Greeks under arms have suffered years of agony for her, for such a woman. Beauty, terrible beauty. Christopher Marlowe, one of Shakespeare's contemporaries, called Helen the face that launched 1,000 ships. In Greek myth, the story starts when the goddess of discord threw a golden apple into the midst of the gods. It was inscribed to the fairest, so of course all of the goddesses wanted it. Zeus, not wanting to touch that, decreed that Paris, a young Trojan prince, would judge the divine beauty contest. As shown by Rubens, Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty and love, and Hera, the queen of the gods, appeared before Paris. They all offered him assorted bribes, but he was most taken with Aphrodite's bribe, the most beautiful woman in the world, as his bride. So he gave the apple to Aphrodite. There was just one problem. Helen was already married to a Greek king. So when Paris stole her away to Troy, her husband gathered his allies and made recapturing Helen the reason for the Trojan War. The ceramic vase from which our fragments come was a calyx crater or wine mixing bowl, similar in shape to this one. Our crater had a white ground with red figures and dates to about 450 BCE. It was possibly done by the Mathuse painter in the region near Athens. It must have been stunning. In our fragments, you can see parts of 5 figures. You can see Aphrodite's head in the middle, and a sliver of Paris's long robe and his cousin Aeneas in a cloak on the right. But if you look closely at the left fragment, you can see that the painter put Helen's name above her head. Even in this fragmentary state, these pieces are very special. We know of only one other example like this in the Vatican Museum. Our pieces were collected by William Semple, who for 30 years chaired the University of Cincinnati Classics Department, one of the best in the world. To me, the most interesting aspect of any artifact is what it says about cultural ideals. These show the goddess of beauty and the most beautiful mortal woman. What do you think this says about how ancient Greeks viewed beauty? My question today is this: how do you think the concept of beauty has changed over the years? Who would you say is the most beautiful woman in the world today? Add your thoughts in the chat below.